A turtle over here, a turtle over there, turtles everywhere. This beach is well known for its snorkeling and turtle spotting. Located on the west end of St. Thomas and probably one of the most well-known beaches on the island, today's beach is Brewers Bay. When driving to the beach, you pass the airport on the left. Here's what it looks like from the other side. And you drive through the University of the Virgin Islands. UVI actually owns Brewers Bay. There's actually quite a bit of parking. I parked on the left side, but you can also park on the other side. They sometimes have gear that you can rent too. They have masks, snorkels, fins, and life jackets. I'm just not sure how much it costs. They also have a bathroom. These bathrooms have outside showers, and each bathroom has 3 stalls and 2 sinks. They're fairly well maintained as far as beach bathrooms go. There are a few local food trucks that offer different kinds of food. This one offered burgers, hot dogs, and a variety of seafood. Now, when you're ready to get down to the beach, there are different access points. They have this ramp, and they also have sets of stairs on either side. Not many beaches here on the island have trash cans, so although it is a bit of an eyesore, the dumpster is actually really convenient. Just be careful walking around barefoot because there was a ton of broken glass around. The beach is fairly long and wide, so there's plenty of room to set up. If you want some shade, there's plenty under those sea grape trees that you saw. And if you want to set up in the sun, there's plenty of room all over the beach. Overall, most of the beach is pretty soft sanded, but there are a couple patches like this one that have these coarse rocks, shells, and corals in them. But that's not necessarily a bad thing. It is a great place to find some really cool shells. When you're ready to start swimming out, you're gonna notice there's no drop off and it doesn't get super deep. You will start finding grass patches though. These grass patches are great for finding wildlife, specifically turtles. Odds are you aren't gonna be the only one in the water. When I got to the beach, there were a couple of snorkel tours going on. I don't know if they were with cruise ships or if they signed up through a third party. I do know that Ocean Safari offers them and they are a very popular company down here. Now for the turtles. The first one I found in under 5 minutes, and I found the second one not too long after. I started my swim by going straight out and then to the left to get to that pier over there. And before we continue, let's just take a moment to admire the way the sun rays look in the water. Absolutely gorgeous, stunning, I love it. Now back to our scheduled program. The closer I got to the pier, the more structures or carefully placed debris there was. And these are great for finding wildlife because they provide sanctuary for smaller fish. I also found more turtles munching on some seagrass. Just a quick PSA, don't touch the turtles. Not only is it illegal, but you will probably end up stressing them out. Just don't do it. Admire them from afar. They're super chill, and as long as you keep your distance, they won't swim away. I did find other animals besides turtles and fish. I found a cute little stingray and a giant hermit crab. I also know that eagle rays have been known to make an appearance. I unfortunately haven't seen any here, but my friends have, and they've seen them on multiple occasions. There are also fish called remoras or suckerfish. You can see a massive one on the back of this turtle. Last time I was here, I got chased by a remora, and I'm not gonna lie, it was terrifying, but they really aren't that dangerous. The most harm they're gonna do is a little skin abrasion, but when you're not ready for it, a decently sized fish trying to attach itself to you can be scary. And you'll be happy to hear that I did not have any remora incidents my second time coming here. Also, quick side note, unfortunately my GoPro started fogging up at this point, so some of the footage is going to be a little blurry, but that's because of the camera quality, not the water quality. So at this point I am on the right side of the beach, and the right side of the beach is very rock and reef heavy, unlike the left side, which is very grass heavy and had structures in the water. These rocks go all the way to the shoreline, which again, great for finding little fish and small fish, but if you want these bigger animals like the turtle, you're gonna wanna swim out a little bit. Now, just because I say swim out a little bit does not mean you need to go super far out. Since the water here does not get all that deep, you do not need to go far to find the turtles. There's a buoy line that I use for reference, and although there's nothing stopping you from swimming past it, it's mainly there for the boats. I personally had more success finding turtles on the shallower side and closer towards the shore than I did in deeper water near the buoys. And on to the finale, my final ranking. Sand and water quality is 8 out of 10. Water is yet again crystal clear and very calm. Most of the sand is soft and white. You do have those patches of rocks and shells, which can be a good thing if you want to look for shells, but I did see broken glass, which is not really a positive in my book. Snorkeling, 10 out of 10. If you want to see a turtle, this would be my go-to beach. Not only that, but there are so many fish along with the larger animals like rays. They also had snorkel gear available for rental. I think I would still recommend bringing your own, but at least you have the option. There was also a decent bathroom, showers, a dumpster, and multiple food trucks. So 9 out of 10. Another 9 out of 10 is accessibility. There's plenty of parking, a ramp, and sets of stairs to access the beach. I haven't seen the beach super busy, and because the beach is so wide, people are able to spread out. The surrounding area is pretty, but it's not like the other beaches I've been to. There are boats docked out in the water, there's an eyesore of a dumpster, and it's located right next to the airstrip, which usually isn't a problem, but you can occasionally hear the airplanes. So this is one of the lower scores, but still a 7 out of 10. Overall, I think Brewers is a 9 out of 10. All right, that's it for today's beach. If you liked what you saw, go ahead and subscribe. It really helps me spread the word about the beauty of St. Thomas. Catch you in the next one.